Good afternoon. My name is Giovanna Curry, and this section of the presentation will cover the pros and cons of artificial intelligence's impact on art and music education. Artificial intelligence is a technology that is not only taking over the robotics and STEM fields, but also education fields as well, specifically music and art programs. While the general public have various opinions on the topics of involving or using AI in art and music, there are pros and cons to both standpoints. The use of AI in music in art programs is across the board. It is used in all grade levels, including elementary school, middle school, at the collegiate level, as well as in public schools, private schools, and even in public or private universities. When it comes to sparking creativity and cultivating an environment that is easier for students to come up with original ideas, artificial intelligence definitely takes the lead. For example, in a music composition class, GarageBand, Soundtrap by Spotify, BandLab, or Soundation are used for music production. These softwares are also known as digital audio workstations, or DAWs, and they are useful for teachers and students alike. According to the article, 5 Innovative Ways to Use Technology in Music Education and Learning, utilizing digital music creation tools in music education can provide enhanced creativity and innovation, technical skill development, accessibility and inclusivity, and collaborative opportunities. In the art education world, a popular AI system that teachers and students use is called DALL-E. This specific artificial intelligence system utilizes a text-to-image function that creates images or pictures based off of the description that is given. DALL-E can be very useful if a student needs to create multiple variations of the same image, a visual representation of an idea that they have for a piece, or download the image for personal use. Furthermore, DALL-E and other systems can help instructors come up with assignments or projects for their students that are more on the creative side. AI can support teachers in lesson and material development and support differentiating curriculum through providing translations, closed captioning, and other resources. And that quote comes directly from the NAEA position statement on use of artificial intelligence and AI-generated imagery and visual arts education. While all of these things are very positive and can be extremely helpful to instructors and students alike, there are still several cons that have caused a debate in the art and music community and education fields. For starters, the use of AI in the school system is not really being controlled by the school district or on the federal level. Basically, there are no strict rules when it comes to what is or what is not allowed. Since there are no rules on how AI should be used in schools, a lot of students are taking advantage of these AI systems and using them to cheat on exams, on assignments, or quoting that the images that they're submitting for art classes are their own original work when it was originally created by an artificial intelligence. When it comes to music and art education specifically, this means that the art pieces or musical compositions students are turning in for assignments may not be their original work, but an artificial intelligence actually created that for them. This in turn will cause future generations to lose the value of why art is important or why people create music. Furthermore, it will cause students to lose their desire to create or have any artistic abilities or come up with original ideas. If a website or app can make it for them, they will stop putting in effort and taking the time to come up with original ideas and use their artistic and creative abilities and rely solely on AI to do the work for them. Students who do not participate in art programs or learn an instrument will start to have cognitive loss. The process of children learning art is not just about learning techniques, but also about developing cognitive abilities, problem solving, creativity, and self-expression. If children use AI to create art instead of doing it themselves, they could miss out on these important steps of cognitive development. And that quote comes from an article by AOKI Studio, which is titled 50 Arguments Against the Use of AI in Creative Fields. There are many more pros and cons to using artificial intelligence in school and music, but as technology continues to advance, those opinions and standpoints may change, just like how some education departments have. For example, the Department of Education in New York City issued a blanket ban for ChatGPT on school devices and networks in January of 2023. The New York City Department of Education, or called the DOE, went on to rescind its ban of ChatGPT in May 2023, signaling a shift in attitudes around AI's use in education. Moving forward, the New York City Department of Education will encourage the use of AI by educators and students, while sharing resources around the successful integration of artificial intelligence in the classroom. And that quote comes from the article AI in Music Education by NAFME. In conclusion, while AI should continue to be used in art and music education, there needs to be rules, laws, or guidelines that are put in place onto what students are allowed to do that, for one, do not decline their cognitive abilities, that prevent them from losing the value of why art and music are important, and encourage them to still use their creative and artistic abilities. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.